I'm Kevin Walder, your host for the Oracle Scroll. And as we wind down to the end of this year of 2020, it's been quite an eventful one for most all of us. In fact, I was just thinking that it's a very rare occasion that the entire world is involved in the same issue, the same disaster. We're used to our disasters occurring in specific locations. Perhaps they're wildfires or storms of some sort, or just some sort of volcanic eruption, perhaps. There are lots of these hotspots that have popped up all over the world in many situations over the years, but nothing quite like what we've experienced this year of 2020. The pandemic has polarized societies. It has completely destroyed businesses. It has completely magnified the divisions and the disorganization of our leaderships and our governments and even our religious leaders. It has shone a bright light on our failings as human beings. And that is some powerful medicine. Difficult for us to swallow because it's really hard for us to accept that we have failed. And we have to look around us right now in this year, and all we can do is assess it as a failure. Everything that has been built has been shown to be on very shaky ground. There is nothing that we can point to as a very steady and meaningful kind of institution. Most everything has been questioned. Some of them have been completely disregarded and discarded. So here we are. And it makes us wonder what the future holds. It makes us question where we've put our faith all these years. I did a reading just recently for a client, and the general gist of the reading was, what's next? What are we looking forward to? Or are we looking forward to? And I pulled some cards, and I was amazed at the information that just came flooding through. First of all, it was all extremely, extremely positive. The first card I believe that I pulled was the Empress, who is the eternal mother. She is the absolute best caretaker in the deck. She's there to make sure everybody is okay, to make sure everybody is understanding each other, and to go out of her way to make life as easy and as pleasant as possible for all of her subjects. Next card up was the High Priestess. The High Priestess is there to talk to us about our connection to spirituality and how we have actually adopted a theory about spirituality that says it's a separate entity, it's a separate division, it's not part of our daily life. And that is probably where we begin to break down, because the truly successful societies in the world have integrated their spirituality with their daily life. And our ancestors did the same thing. The things that were thought of as tools for spiritual practice were actually tools that got used around the hearth and in the kitchen. And they were tools that were used for gathering herbs and spices and vegetables from the ground. So we need to get back to that, get back to the basics. And this particular reading was, as I said, it was so uplifting to both of us, actually. It made us both feel hopeful for the future. We may have gone through some real trials and tribulations this year, and they may not be over. We may still have a great deal to face as we emerge into the next year. So let's keep in mind that we need to experience everything on a particular level. We cannot avoid. That's something we've been very good at, is avoidance. We cannot avoid any longer. We have to take it all. We have to assume that this is part of our education and the things that we need to do to keep ourselves moving. So, as we look forward to a new year, let's keep in mind that this is our time, this is our moment, and we can design what we want, or we can accept what is offered. And if you've been watching, what is offered is rarely what we need. So let's move forward in a way that is going to enhance our understanding and that connection we have to spirituality. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Oracle Scroll. Please visit my website at kevinwalder.com, where you can purchase any of the services that I offer. Also, check out my books, Tarot for Lunch, Lessons from the Cards, and 22 Teachers, Healing Lessons from the Major Arcana. Both are available now at Amazon.com. And most importantly, never miss another episode. Click below, click the subscribe button and the bell to make sure you're always up to date.